Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. I'm here to do my weekly energy reading for the week of August 4th through the 11th, 2019. And we're going to take a look at what's coming with the Intuitive Soul Oracle deck. So we're going to get started again August 4th through August 11th, 2019. And if you're guided here at a time and space that is outside of that in the future, I also believe you will get the messages that you're meant to get, as readings are truly timeless. But for the sake of uploading, that's the date I will be placing on it, because that's when I'm doing the reading. So we're going to take a look. That one just really wanted to come out. August flew out here, and it says Bear, Wind, Christmas stripping away. So for those that are guided to this reading, we're coming close to Autumn will start in September, but this is going to be, whatever happens in this upcoming week, it's really going to lead us, it's going to set a stage. It's going to take us, why do I want to say that, to a destination in autumn. Final destination for energies that accumulate this week is going to come about in autumn, there, because the road's cleared here. It's like a clearing leading us into that season. So yeah, autumn is coming up as a time frame for those that are guided to this. And that, like I said, here it starts September 21st. And this is August 4th. And I'm not going to look at all this because I don't want to do the reading that way. So let's see. Okay, they're saying now. Undercurrent is the superpower that you hold this week, and it is healing. So your superpower this week is ease, calm, release, and peace. Kind of reminding me of the Serenity Prayer. So you may want to work with the Serenity Prayer. Just staying very calm, doing meditation, staying centered, staying grounded. You can see she's sitting on these clear quartz crystals, working with crystals. All these energies can be our superpower this week, and healing. Also, you may be a healer. You may be an energy healer, so working on your energy healing modality. You may come across something this week in regards to healing that you're going to work with, because you can see like she's got this column of light like coming down. She has her hands up. She's really working the energies is what I'm feeling here. So there could be some that are guided that you're actually working in those energies this week that are going to be important. So our energy this week, this is the undercurrent. This is your superpower. And I'm just going to, and just a visual, just staying calm, centered, grounded, and or working on a healing modality. It could even be working with a healer, an energy healer, or, a traditional healer or doctor. But that's the superpower this week, is healing. So our energy this week that's important, and is surrender. Again, release. This word said release and peace. So this is important about our own energy this week. Change, release, change, focus, turning things around, ending of errors, inner knowledge. 34. So kind of surrendering to a change this week is going to be in our, this is what I'm getting here. Surrendering to change. And in doing so, that may help turn something around, because this is turning things around. Endings of errors. So yeah, I feel like our power this week is releasing and surrendering to a change, and that's going to help us turn something around in our favor, or to help the energies close out a cycle, because it says ending of errors. But there's a realization here. There's an inner knowing that this is occurring, and there's an inner knowing that you can't fight the process. You can't change whatever this is happening. There is a change around you that you don't really have much effect on. It's like the Wheel of Fortune. It's, there's something that's going on around you that you can't fight it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to kind of go with it, and that is what's going to, usher in the turnaround. Sorry, my throat is like really, I've got like some sort of allergies, but and it's like, look on the bright side too. When we're going through a change that we have no control over, we can get caught up in fear. of the unknown, because we have the sun and the moon out here. So we're in the middle of a rebalance as well, I feel, with the sun and the moon. So we're in the middle of a rebalance coming in the visual of this as well. But there is just this inner knowing that I can't fight this. Change is upon me, and staying positive is going to help turn things around more favorably as the change occurs around us. So yeah, interesting. Just surrendering to the process, staying grounded, centered. If you're a healer, really putting your time and attention and focus on your healing practice as well is going to help. So what is challenging us this week? And it is communication, talking, taking action, listening, and opinionated. So there could be people around us that are opinionated. Maybe they have an opinion about something that you're going through, some change that is happening around you, and they want to give your opinion. They want you to take action on something, but Spirit is saying, our inner knowing is telling us that we have to surrender to this. So there may be others saying, wow, you really need to just, do this. You may really need to do that. And they want to offer you their opinion, because this is coming up in the challenged position. Usually communication is a good thing, but it's challenging us this week because we know there's an inner knowing here, inner knowledge, that we must just kind of watch things unfold in this moment, that we have, our power comes from just within, and our inner balance comes from just kind of surrendering to the moment, right? And I feel others may not see it that way. They may be like, really? You're really going to just let this occur? And so that is the challenge, because it's saying opinionated and taking action. Someone has an opinion on the actions you're taking, or you're pretty much probably you're not going to take this week, and they're a little bothered by it. They're like, usually you would spring into action and you would fix things, or you would do something, or you would try to change this, and you will really have an inner knowing that, no, this time I've got to let things unfold. I've got to let Spirit, the universe, do its thing. There's more healing. There's more peace in it for me this time by really not doing what you're saying, and not being bothered by your surprise that I'm not taking action. So that's the challenge. You're going to be challenged to kind of sit back and not take action and not be affected by this person or these people's opinions. And when I say that, it could be coming from an outside person, but it could also be coming from your own thoughts. Your thoughts would be like, really? I know it's best to let this go. I know it's best to surrender to this, but I would love to do this, that, or the other, or I would love to say this, that, or this, to try to change it, or to try to change someone's mind. So that may be the challenge, your own mind telling you, oh, you really maybe should try to change someone's mind, or maybe you really ought to take some sort of action. And so it can be coming from outside of us, or it can be coming from our own thought patterns, but that's the challenge. What is, this is going to be what is supporting us this week, and it is spring. So interesting. New birth, vitality, and a fresh start. So things are turning around. There's a change occurring, and there's a turnaround of a situation. Something may have gone in a different direction. However, he's facing the sun. He's not really focusing on the moon. He's no longer focusing on the mystery. Maybe in the past you were drawn to trying to figure something out, or trying to get answers, or trying to, you were maybe more drawn to the mystery of a situation than you were the actual facts and the clarity, right? And so now you're surrendering to the truth. You're surrendering to what you can actually see. You're not giving the benefit of the doubt anymore. You're not really looking towards, if you don't know what's going on, you're focusing on what you do know. And in the past, it may have been the opposite. You may be more of intrigued by the moon and the illusions and the mystery of something. And now you're like, nah, I'm going to fight that urge to kind of try to figure this out any longer, and I'm going to go with the facts and what I know. It's kind of the energy that I'm getting. But this is challenging you, because I feel like there's an ingrained pattern that you may be healing here for yourself. And what's supporting you is new vitality. By doing this, by fighting the urge to kind of, I want to say play with the moon in a way that isn't productive for you, when the sun offers you vitality, right? The sun is bringing in clarity. This light is bringing in clarity, but it's also bringing in vitality, and it's clearing the way for a new start. When you play with the moon in a way that isn't healthy for you, you can get stuck in the darkness, right? You can go around and around and like, oh my gosh, trying to deal with things that you just don't know all the facts, and you're just more intrigued with mystery. So there's a new birth, and that new birth I feel is within you. So there's a new rising of energy within you where you're overcoming, you're surpassing the draw to the dark, and then in a way, when I say dark, it could be coming from a person, a situation, a pattern within you. It doesn't mean that it's dark, like scary dark. It's dark in the fact that you don't have all the facts. It's not serving any purpose for you, and it's a pattern that has kept you stuck. Okay. And so now you are fighting that. So again, it could be coming from outside of you, or it could be a pattern within you. It doesn't really matter. Or a person outside of you could be triggering it too. You know, like, wow, you may have such a deep curiosity within yourself. You just keep trying to figure out why somebody keeps treating you this way, or you keep going back for more mistreatment, or you keep not valuing yourself for some reason, and you just give up on all that, and you kind of change, you kind of heal this pattern. This is the undercurrent. This is your superpower, is healing this pattern, staying calm and peaceful, not allowing the frustration and the deep urge to kind of go into the mystery. In doing so, you face the light, and the light is giving us vitality, and it's bringing us the new birth is a fresh start within ourselves. So we can start down a new path where we're not so intrigued by the moon. We're not playing with the moon in a way that isn't productive for us, okay? We're really just focusing on clarity. We're focusing on clean energy. We're focusing on vitality and things that can be productive and can grow and bloom and be beautiful. Not much is growing under the moon, right? Other than just more mystery and illusion sometimes. So interesting. Okay, so what is heating up for us on the manifestation hot plate this week is gamble. Taking chances, jumping in with 2 feet, risk taking. And you can see where she's headed. She's headed through this doorway, you know. And again, I feel like it goes with a fresh start and vitality. What's heating up is you're going to take a risk. I feel it's like on yourself here. Because she's the only one. It's like an 8 of Cups. She's the only one in here, and she's walking away. This is very much like an 8 of Cups type of thing, where it can be feeling risky to walk away from what you've known, right? But she's walking into an open doorway that is beautiful and lush, and there is the sun here. The sun is coming through. She's moving more into this light energy. But it may feel risky to you because all of you may have known, or the pattern you've been dealing with is subconscious and is dealing with the moon energy, right? And when I say moon energy, I'm talking about subconscious pulls, subconscious patterns that we can get ourselves into that keep us stuck. And so you're manifesting an ability to take a chance on yourself, to jump in for yourself, to jump into your own life, to jump into this new birth and this fresh start and that path into this new energy. And it may feel risky to you. Even though it's the better path, it's the lighter filled path, it may feel risky to you, but you're taking it, and that's what you're manifesting. For some reason, gambling is bringing up some weird feeling, but in a good way. Okay, here we have kind of like the interesting, we have see this, they drew me to this little symbol of the sun and the moon up here. And you can see here, this is where we are. We're in the midst of this surrendering to the sun and leaving away the moon. And nothing wrong with the moon. Everything is in its balance. But you're leaving a subconscious pattern to be drawn by mystery, to be drawn to the unknown in a way that isn't healthy for you. So there could be, I kind of feel for a lot of people, this is maybe somebody around you that you don't really or haven't had the ability to know all the facts about them, and you're drawn to their mysterious energy in an unhealthy way for you, and you're manifesting a new beginning, and it may feel risky for you. These two people are not facing each other, right? Their backs are to each other. So you haven't got to see them in their totality. You haven't seen neither one of you perhaps has even really seen the face, the true identity of the other, right? It's just figures. You know, this could be any person's backside, right? It doesn't, there's no facial features here. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is really a person that you've been drawn to in an unhealthy way, and more drawn to their mysterious energy. And there may even be something within yourself here that you're challenged, like, oh, I normally would just stay around and try to get to the bottom of this, of why I can't figure this out, and really just keep yourself stuck. And now you're like, no, I'm doing this. I'm moving forward into my own future. I'm moving forward into this light. I'm moving forward to where I'm going to just deal with what I know and like what I can see, and people that really show me the truth of who they are, not just figments and parts of them, and play games and have illusions, that type of thing. So this is what you're creating. So what is promised coming up this week? Wow, it's beautiful. It's creativity. So that could be part of the gamble. What this moving forward through this doorway into the light of who you truly are. You're going to have more time for you, and you're going to have more time for your creativity, movement, music, writing, following your passion, feeding and freeing your inner child. So that's beautiful. So you're moving in a direction that really feeds your soul, that allows you to express yourself, connecting to your creativity, and that's where you're headed. You're moving in that direction. So for some of you this week, is music and writing is coming up. Music and lyrics, poetic energy is coming up, is important. Using music therapy for healing, when we put it in combination, oftentimes the readings end where we begin. Creativity is very healing. So walking away from this destructive pattern that you may have held subconsciously to deal with unknown and mysterious energy that's kind of gotten you caught in the loop of unproductivity for yourself, you're manifesting this week an ability to take a chance. It may feel risky to you, to move forward out of that, and in doing so more into your own self, your own creativity, perhaps a creative ability to heal other people energetically, even you're going to stumble across. But I feel too here that you are going to this week be able to really connect to music, to poetry, to writing, things that are kind of lethargic to you, is that the right word? In healing. So healing music, modalities, that type of thing, sound healing, crystal bowls, that type of thing could be important for some here as well. Humming, anything to do. The music and all that, the ear chakra and the throat chakra feels really important for a lot this week. So interesting, and a lot of healing, which I love to see. And yeah, we did the superpower, I think, in the beginning. So yeah. Anyway, angel blessings to everyone, and oceans of love.